It truly is just like waking up. Every time I open my eyes, I feel like it's for the first time. It's a really weird feeling, but I like it. Hi! Yaloha! I hope you're good. I'm really feeling you here. I'm feeling who's on the other side. It's so interesting in that energetic kind of invisible world. It's so wild, and I think that's part of why I'm here, because I've wondered why I've had this crazy compulsion to talk to myself constantly every day. But, it's even when we talk with each other, we are each other. I cannot look at people and see our connection and see that we are all the one energy. I just can't at all anymore. I know once upon a time, I felt that separation of being, well, we're never not connected, but not feeling the connection to a certain extent. And over time, disconnecting more so. Life is hard at times. Life can be hard, but it is mental. Everything is in our head. Everything, pretty much. Because if you're not reacting, or if you're lucky, you're responding, or if you're even luckier, you're observing. And it's not about luck, it's about being conscious and aware and choosing. Once upon a time, I didn't know I had a choice. I didn't know I had any choices, and I pretty much just was tossed around in the waves of the ocean of life, constantly, to the whims and fancies of other people, because I didn't know my power. Holy guacamole. And it's taken me a long time, not really, actually. I had this thought block the other day, and it was, we think everything takes so long, but in the span of time, even though time's an illusion, this is just a blip on the scape of everything. And therefore, we are actually living in slow motion. And as I was having that sort of thought block come in, I saw in the movie Matrix. I don't know if you've seen it. A lot of people have, not everyone. I feel like rewatching it. But when he's fighting one of the agents, or the Agent Smith, was it? Agent Smith, I think. That he was watching everything, the movements come past, and he's like just looking because they're so slow. He's putting his hand up like, what? This is crazy. But time is an illusion, and I've had experiences that have shown me the evidence to that. It's proven that. And as I'm still working this out, it's kind of interesting because I find I have the most crazy, amazing, magical things happen, and I go, right, that's it. And then it doesn't hold. I'm like, what's with that? I think perhaps I'm stabilizing my energy. I don't really know. I'm working it out right here, right now. But this thought block was, we're actually living in slow motion. We think it's a normal speed, but in the span of things, it's actually slow motion. So we have a crazy amount of time to anticipate things, to look at things, just like Neo in the Matrix, where he's watching these things go past him. We have that same ability, it's just we don't know it, so therefore our consciousness isn't, what's the word? I was going to say responding, and then my mind dismissed it. I was going to say creating. The mind flicked it away, but a bit slower. If we know that, if we knew that, we do know that. I know it because I'm talking about it. It's coming out my mouth. That changes everything, because with everything that happens, you've got so much time to contemplate and not react. Let's stop reacting, because when we react, we normally react in something in survival mode, like anger or the fight or flight. So we're either going to attack or run away or defend, maybe. But if we knew we had all the time in the world, you'd actually probably sit there for a moment as everything's happening in slow motion around you and go, well, what would be the best course of action, inspired action for me right now to do? And within this, obviously, if you've got all the time in the world, because time is an illusion, you could project like you would in a chess game. Chess is a really good game to practice if you can look ahead a certain amount of moves and then go, well, if that happens, I could do that. This happens, I would move there, but they could do that. And the thing is, the mind is so capable of doing that. And obviously, because look at all the great chess players we've had in this world. And even in life on many levels, like people do amazing things. Have you ever looked up those videos? Just Google people do amazing things, and you'll just watch people do amazing things, and it'll just be awe-inspiring. You'll go, how could you possibly do that? But that too, that's part of that time illusion. So they potentially couldn't just do it like that straight away. They had to practice, and probably have a few stacks and falls with some of the things that people do. But they did it without worrying about how long it would take, obviously, because they're doing it. And if that's not enough to inspire us to do whatever it is we want to do, I don't know what is. It's pretty good inspiration. But I think the thing is in life too is often we might not spend the time really considering and imagining what it is we would do. And I think it's a really good practice to sitting in silence. It's one of my favourite things to do. I love just sitting there. It's really cheap, it's very economical. You don't have to buy it, there's no accessories you need, there's no new updates that you've got to subscribe to. There's just you, just sitting, breathing. The breath is so important, it's so good for our nervous system, it's so regulating. Even closing your eyes and shutting off from the outside world, because the outside world anyway is an illusion, it's a projection, a reflection. It's good to open your eyes. I'm just going to feel like keeping mine closed for now. But when you really want to come back to center, back to self, just close it all off. Take yourself within, on your breath even. Just with the up breath, the in breath. And on the exhale, just dive on down. Settle in for a time. Just know that you're safe. There's nothing to worry about on the outside. You're just here. There's nothing to do, nothing to get, no one to impress, nothing but yourself. Ooh, and then guess what happens? As you settle into yourself, oh, I can hear my heartbeat in my head. As you settle into yourself, that was not part of it, I just could hear it. It was like right in the middle of my head. Was that my heartbeat or something else? But as you settle into yourself, start to realize how expansive yourself is, how your energy is part of all the energy, and this space, which my microphone is part of, we're all part of that. So you're not just you. You're part of everything, and everything is a part of you. And this energy we call God, or the universe, source energy, all that is, the Most High, you are a part of that, and that is a part of you. You're not separate, because all that is all that is, and if you're here by default, you're part of it. You can't not be part of it. You just are it. And I think it's really important now for us to remember, and it's not a learning, it's a remembrance, our memories coming back more and more, that we are everything and everything is us. So in our dense reality world here, when we look at other people, let's perhaps remember that time is an illusion. You have all the time in the universe to respond, to be inspired with your action. So take your time and know that, especially if you have circumstances come up with energies that may be aggressive or defensive or challenging, to pause. Take the time to pause. I don't think we do that enough. And with each other, which are each other, we are each other, when something comes up, to actually say, I need time to really think about that. Say if you're about to have a potential argument with whoever, pause and just say, you know what, I think I need to take time to contemplate, because I want to honour and respect you enough to not just react through emotions and anger or whatever it might be, and to really know what it is I feel or what I want to do, whatever it is in the moment. And if we can respect the fact that each of us may need that time, and even though time is an illusion, to do that and pause and go, okay, and let's come back when we're calm, because a lot of times we just go off our head at each other and not actually honour the pause that we all need in order to contemplate and really know what it is we want, or we want to say. I had something else kind of drop in and I was going to get back to it, but it's gone again. It's a lost thought. It might come back. It was really important. It was really important. Okay, I remember. It was so important it came back to me. If you knew you were forever, would you ever rush a thing? No, I wouldn't. I would take my time, because I'm here forever. I am eternal. So why would I rush anything? Because when we rush things, we miss things. We span. We jump over things. I don't know why I said span. In the span of things, if we're going too fast, like imagine if you're on a train, like a bullet train or something, it's going so fast and you're watching the countryside and you're going, wow, it's going too fast, I just can't see. Or compare that to a horse and carriage, where you're just moseying along and you've got time to really enjoy and soak in your surroundings. I think we're too fast. I think we're actually slowing down. We've been in the quickening, which I think is part of the contrast. We needed to know the contrast, otherwise we wouldn't appreciate the slow if you don't know what fast is. Same as, how can I appreciate abundance if I don't actually know what it's like to be without? How can I appreciate love if I don't know what it's like to feel unloved? Holy moly, I'm getting some personal answers coming in now for me, which is very interesting. Thank you. Thank you. And gratitude. I had a bath. I had a bath last night. And I've been having more baths. It's like the universe is saying, get in that bath, baby, and just slow down and relax. And I am. And I've realized what I'm doing is soothing my nervous system, soothing any survival mode that I might have had left residually. I've been clearing the survival mode, even though if I had to run from a lion or a dinosaur, I don't know, I would allow that survival mode, the fight or flight, to kick in with the adrenaline if need be. So I don't want to completely close it off, but I don't want to be in it in every moment of every day. That is tiring, because you know what? I have had long periods of time, I've realised, in that. So I had a bath and I'm lying there. It's beautiful and warm. And I've got my candles on, I've put some incense on. My birthday was recently, and someone gave me a little bottle of pink champagne, bird in hand. And it's been sitting in my fridge for a couple of weeks now, almost, because I haven't really felt like drinking much alcohol. But, and which was weird, because that bottle kept coming to my mind, and I didn't even have it in the fridge. I had it sitting in my room because I was that sort of not bothered. But then in the afternoon, I put it in the fridge and I went, why am I doing that? And then it was later and I'm running the bath and it kept coming into my mind. I'm like, but I don't feel like drinking. It just kept coming back. And I went, okay, I'm going to trust this thought process and this inspiration, this niggle. So I poured it in a glass, so it was just one glass, and I sat it by the side of my bath, and I had my music going, and I laid in there. And it was a while before I sipped some, and then I did. And I looked, my feet, I'm just resting my feet up at the end of the bath, and it's warm, and I just said out loud, I'm sipping pink champagne in a warm bath in the middle of winter by candlelight. If this is my life, what do I have to worry about? What would I be scared of? And I repeated it to myself a few times, because I'm like, holy moly here. And then I thought back to earlier versions of me where I had nothing. Like, I had a backpack and a can of pineapple and some noodles. No home, no car, no nothing, in another state. And I went, holy guacamole, that version of me, if she had a vision of me sitting in the bath, sipping pink champagne in the middle of winter by candlelight, oh my goodness, I would have just been, oh my goodness, I made it, oh, I can't wait to get there. I would have literally been so happy, going, if that's where I'm going, yes, I'm stoked. I can't wait to get there. And I was so grateful. And that gratitude is so important. I was so grateful for what I have. I am so grateful for what I have, because there's been times in life when I haven't had it, and times in life when I've struggled, times in life when a bath, what's that? I don't even have a shower, I don't even have a rag to wash myself at some periods of time. It just shifted something in me, this understanding. And I want to share that with you, because we all have the ability to look at life through a different perspective. And when we are coming from, I want this and I don't have it, and those people have more than me, and if you're coming from lack and scarcity, you are creating more of that. And I've found it is the gratitude for what we do have, even if it's not much, that opens up for more. So whatever we're focusing on, if you're focusing on lack, you're probably going to get more of it. If you're focusing on gratitude for the fact that you have a bath, I have water, I have clean water, I have rainwater because it's winter, so we're on rainwater, which is beautiful. I am so freaking thankful. And even the fact that I'm here and I've got a computer, I'm connected, obviously I've got enough money for the internet, I've got food in my belly, I've got books on my shelf. Look, I've got books and shelves and plants and I've got a dining table. Holy moly, there's so much I'm thankful for. I could have nothing. I've had nothing. So I know what it's like. Well, I've had nothing but the bag, the pineapple, the noodles, and the clothes I was wearing. So I know the contrast, and I feel in our world now, we're in a massive flux state, and especially at the moment because the energies are ripe for change. And even today, I think today is a 5 energy day. Let me see, I did right. No, a 4. Stability, foundation work here. 4. Okay, so therefore tomorrow will be the 5, which is the change. I'm so fascinated, and I really want to learn more about numerology and astrology and energy and everything like that. And I feel, and I know, because I've seen it, I know I don't even want to say the future, as we go forward in slow motion, our schools and our society are going to shift dramatically, and our children will be learning numerology, astrology. Know thyself, it's one of the most important things. Know thyself, but know thyself on the invisible levels too, like what's in your chart, what is your number frequency, why are you drawn to wearing certain colors, like know thyself. Our schools are going to be more about that, and nutrition. I've said this before, that it's crazy in this world. We've got an abundance of food, but we've got people starving with no food still in this day and age. Crazy. But then on the other hand, because of what we've done to our food and all the processing and the preservatives and the colours and the chemicals, we've got a whole lot of people with a whole heap of food who are still starving because there's no nutrition. Like, what are we doing here, people? What do we want to do with this life experience? Do we really want to waste it on just money? And that's something, I know my minutes are getting up there and I'm still trying to stay bite-sized. But money, material things, inanimate objects, and we put that right up the top as the value, the epitome of value. I just can't do that, even though I don't want to close off my abundance, but I'm thinking as a foundation for all of us, we need to value the living, breathing beings. Like, not just, I was going to say man and woman and child, man, woman, child, but also every being, living, breathing being, the creatures, the insects, the marine life, the trees, the flowers are living, breathing beings, energy beings, with consciousness, with feelings, even the trees, the rocks even, the crystals, that we are now shifting our awareness to that full unity consciousness with everyone and everything. But the more awareness you have to it, for all of us, the sooner this new living life experience will solidify in our world. It's already there. We've already created it through our wants and dreams and desires, but you've got to let go the old energy. Unhook from the old system And again, I'll say, I might be unpopular. You gotta stop watching those negatively polarized movies and series, the ones with the death, kill, destruction, perpetuating the old pain and suffering, the games, blood, gore, death. Can't do that. Like, a lot of people are shifting to this new earth. We're not changing the planet we're on, we're shifting to another dimensional version. Like, just really consider, do you want to stay where you are? Do you want to stay in the world now? If that's what you want, that's fine, because you have free will and you can do what you want. But if you don't, you've got to know you have to let go and stop anchoring in the old energy for yourself and shift to opening up to new potential. That's it. That's really it. It's actually quite simple. On that note, I'm going to go. But I'm so freaking grateful for being here. Like, wow, I'm alive. I woke up for another day. How beautiful. I'm so freaking grateful for you being here as well. Thank you. And I'm going to go do my stuff, do my day. I'm going to do it slowly because I've got all the time in the world. I am an eternal being, as you are, a divine being of love and light. And I'm hoping you're having a beautiful morning, arvo, evening, wherever you are. And I will pop back into Mars. Oh, and much love to everybody, always.